Today's verse is nice and straightforward. And couples verse 17. In verse 17 we had the shepherds going out to make things known, and here we have the receipt of that message. Kai pantes hoi accusantes etaumasan periton lalatenton hypoton poimenon pros autus. And you really need a full stop there. Kai, this is now the 9th sentence we've had starting with Kai since the start of Luke chapter 2. We're probably not going to translate it, but it's carrying on the narrative from the previous sentence. Pantes, all. And now you've got the article, the, plus an aorist participle, the having heard people. All the people who had heard, all the hearers, or people who had heard, or there's no object of what they've heard. It's all people who listened to the shepherds in some way or other. Etaumasan were amazed. And they're not amazed at something, they're amazed concerning or about. So again, it's a slightly unusual way of expressing the content of the concern. We don't have the content of the hearing specified, and the content of the being amazed is done using a prepositional phrase that's slightly unusual for this verb. What are they amazed about? They're amazed at ton lalatenton, and that is the aorist passive participle of laleo, picking up the laleo we had in verse 17, the shepherds went out and spoke. So this is the having been spoken things about what was said, and what was said, because this is passive, we now need an agent. Hupo, by, ton poimenon, the shepherds, prosautus, to them. And this is the first time the shepherds have been named since verse 8. They've just been there in the background, untitled, since verse 8. It's now verse 18, so we've had 10 verses with them in the background of the narrative. And now it comes to finish their story, and they are named again, bookmarking their story.